Hey, David with the Wholesalers Toolbox. Wanted to talk to you a minute about absentee owners and mailing out to absentee owners. I just left the post office and it got me to thinking about when I was new at wholesaling and I was, I went out and drove for dollars a lot and did very well at it. And then when I started closing deals and I got a bunch of money in the bank, I thought, you know what? This driving for dollars is a lot of work. I'm gonna eliminate that. I'm gonna just I'm gonna get me a good list of absentee owners and I'm gonna mail to them, and my phone's gonna ring off with the hook, and I'll have all the deals I know what to do with. So I dropped, I don't remember exactly how much, but it was $1,000 or a couple $1,000 on mail. Send out a piece of mail is about $1 a piece. By the time you buy the envelopes and get the stamps and print up your letters and pay for printer ink and all that stuff. So it ain't cheap. So I sent out $1,000 or a couple $1,000 worth of mail, and I got horrible results. I waited, I'm waiting for the phone to ring. I'm like, any day now it's going to start ringing. And, and I had a few calls come in and people say, don't mail to me. And, I don't want to sell my house and all that stuff. I don't remember if I got a good lead out of it at all, but it wasn't very good response. So what I'm saying is, if you're new and you want to generate leads, don't listen to what a lot of people say and just jump to absentee owner leads. Absentee owner leads by themselves aren't a good lead. Just because somebody lives in a property and owns a property somewhere else doesn't mean they want to sell that property. There are a lot of landlords and property owners in the world that are absentee owners that don't want to sell their property. They're renting their properties. They're making good money. It's their retirement plan. They're not going to let them go. Other times it's, they have a parent living in a house and they have the tax bill coming to them, or they have a rental, or not a rental, but a vacation property. And, just because they're an absentee owner doesn't mean that they want to get rid of that property. Now, absentee owners in conjunction with something else are a good lead. If it's, absentee vacant, if absentee probate, if it's absentee with a lot of code violations, that makes it a good lead. But if you're new to wholesaling and you think you're going to mail out to absentee owners, I won't say you won't get a deal, because even a blind squirrel can find a nut, but it doesn't mean, it's not the way you should do it. It's very risky. So if you're going to mail, you should, pick a niche, pick, probate, pick vacant, pick code violations, whatever it's going to be, and then pick an area. Do a city, vacant houses in a certain zip code or city where you've got 100 of them, so you can affordably mail to them 6 or 7 times, and that's when you're going to get the results. Get a smaller number of leads and just work those leads. But don't get a list of 1,000 absentee owners and think, that's going to be the way to do it, because I'm here to tell you it's not. You're not going to get the deals. So pick a niche, get absentee owners aren't bad if there's something else, another criteria that goes along with it. Some people do absentee high value, or high equity, and even that is, that doesn't mean they want to sell. If I've got a rental house and it's high equity and I'm making rent off of it, I'm not selling the thing. So think about, who you're sending to. Make sure that they're motivated to sell, and because you're not going to. There's guys probably in your market that are spending, 30 grand a month dropping mail. And, if you're working on a small budget, you're not going to compete with them at all. So don't do it. Don't try to compete with them. Pick a niche, pick a motivated seller niche, and just focus in on a certain area or a small number of leads, and you'll do a lot better. If you need some leads or you want some ideas, visit our website, thewholesalestoolbox.com. But for now, that's all I got. Talk to you soon.